She appeared at the monastery gate on a quiet autumn morning. There was no heavy exhaustion in her posture, unlike many who arrive seeking escape. She wore a smart long coat, earbuds at the ready, a lightweight backpack slung over one shoulder, and her eyes were sharp and alert. She was 25, a freelance marketer working with international clients, earning well, and free to work from anywhere. A life that many young people admire. Yet after her first greeting, she asked me something that made me smile. "Is there Wi-Fi here?" I replied, "No, but there is connection." She chuckled, a touch embarrassed, unsure how to respond. But I understood immediately. Behind that alert gaze was a soul out of sync with itself. I didn't ask any probing questions. Instead, I led her on a slow walk through the grounds. We paused beneath an ancient tree at the edge of the forest, a place almost never visited. I pointed to the broad, outstretched roots and said, "From tomorrow morning, come here for an hour. No phone, no book, nothing. Just sit." She blinked in surprise. "That's it." I nodded. "That's it." She exhaled. "I might go crazy." Day one. She came, but couldn't stay still. She scratched her head, pulled at leaves, eyes darting across the greenery, searching, perhaps, for a signal in the air. Later she confessed, "It felt like time stopped, like I was forced to stand still while the world spun on." Day two. She thought she heard her phone's notification chime, despite having no device on her. Sad laughter escaped her. My brain made up a fake alert. I didn't realize how addicted I was to responses. Day three. She showed up holding a book. I shook my head softly. Books are someone else's thoughts. You already have too many voices in your head. Now you need to listen to your own. She hesitated, then nodded. Day four. She didn't ask anything anymore. She simply arrived, sat, and closed her eyes. No more sighs or restless fingers, just her breath and the gentle rustle of leaves around her. And for the first time, stillness started to seep into the cracks of her mind. Day five. After that hour beneath the ancient tree, she returned with a different kind of smile. Not the polished office smile, and not the filtered story smile. It was a genuine, rooted smile, as if she'd rediscovered a part of herself she didn't know was missing. She spoke softly. "It's strange. My mind isn't quieter, but there's space now. And in that space, I can hear myself. Not the online version of me. Not the labels or job descriptions. Just me." I nodded, because her words confirmed. She had touched something real. That afternoon, I waited for her under the monastery's overhang as the sky faded to gold. She walked toward me without her phone, without checking the time. Just quiet steps and a grounded presence. She looked at me and said with calm warmth, "That tree doesn't have Wi-Fi, but it gave me a better connection, a signal back to myself." I smiled. Exactly. Sometimes we don't need more data, more links, or more screen time. We just need to reduce the noise. Not more external connections, but a reconnection to the one inside. That night, I passed the quiet garden and saw her sitting there, still, with no expectations and no effort to be someone. Just present, whole. In that quiet moment, I realized she had found what she thought was lost long ago. Herself. Here's the truth for you, and for your life. Maybe you don't need more followers. Maybe you don't need another tab open or one more connection. Maybe what you really need is a stopping point. A silent space no one else can fill. A room within yourself deep enough to hear what you've been missing. Stillness isn't emptiness. It's the space where your true self finally gets to speak. Not loud, not rushed, just real.